Yo, yo, we back at it with another one. We're going over some stuff that's going down. Look like there's going to be another Blitz coming up. We're going to go over that paperwork and we're going to share a video and respond to it. I would like for you guys to leave your comments down at the bottom. I want to know what y'all think about the situation. It seems like it's a hot topic going on right now. But before we get into that, guys, I have to ask you guys, please give this a good thumbs up. If you guys can, please like, share, subscribe, help your boy grow. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to upgrade on equipment. We're trying to bring you guys good hot topics if we can. But I don't want to hold y'all waiting. We're going to get into that intro. All right. So, first thing first, let's get to the, I don't want to say boring stuff. It's important. There is a blitz going on coming up. I just want to read over what's going on with you. And then I want to go over a video that I thought was very interesting. And I want to get your opinion on the topic. But first, let's go over here and let's get to this one.
CVSA's International Road Check scheduled for May 13th to 15th, February 26th, 2025. The Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance's CVSA International Road Check is scheduled for May 13th to 15th. International Road Check is a high visibility, high volume commercial motor vehicle and driver inspection and regulatory compliance enforcement initiative that takes place over 3 days in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Law enforcement personnel will inspect commercial motor vehicles and drivers at weigh inspection stations, temporary sites, and mobile patrols to verify regulatory compliance. Data from the 72 hours of International Road Check will be collected and the results will be released this summer. Each year, International Road Check places special emphasis on a driver violation category and a vehicle violation category. During International Road Check, inspectors will primarily conduct the North American Standard Level 1 inspection, a 37-step procedure that includes an examination of driver operating requirements and vehicle mechanical fitness. While all 37 steps will be completed as usual, inspectors will also pay close attention to the driver's record of duty status, or odds, and the vehicle's tires. Driver Focus Area Hours of Service, HOS regulations, are in place to safeguard transportation safety by limiting driving hours and mandating adequate rest breaks to ensure commercial motor vehicle drivers have the opportunity to get the rest they need, thereby preventing crashes and incidents caused by fatigue. To ensure compliance with HOS regulations, drivers must accurately reflect their times and duty statuses in their rods, which is a log that a commercial motor vehicle driver must maintain to record their driving activity. Failure to record, complete, or retain the log, or knowingly falsifying logs or other related reports, is not only a driver out of service violation, it also makes the driver and or carrier liable to prosecution. During the driver portion of an inspection, inspectors check the driver's documents, license or commercial driver's license, medical examiner's certificate, and skill performance certificate, if applicable, record of duty status, drug and alcohol clearinghouse status in the U.S., seatbelt usage, and alcohol and or drug impairment. If an inspector identifies driver out of service violations, they place the driver out of service, restricting that driver from operating their vehicle. Vehicle focus area. The importance of proper tire maintenance cannot be overstated. Tire failure while in transit is a hazard to all motorists. It is also far more expensive and time consuming for motor carriers to repair an in transit tire failure versus proactively maintaining tire health and addressing tire issues before the vehicle is on the road. During International Road Check, inspectors will check tires' tread depth and proper inflation. They will also be on the lookout for tire damage such as air leaks, tread separation, cuts, bulges, sidewall damage, and improper repairs. During the vehicle portion of the Level 1 inspection, inspectors ensure the vehicle's brake systems, cargo securement, coupling devices, driveline, drive shaft components, driver's seat, fuel and exhaust systems, frames, lighting devices, steering mechanisms, suspensions, tires, wheels, rims, hubs, and windshield wipers are compliant with applicable regulations. Inspections of motor coaches, passenger vans, and other passenger carrying vehicles also include the examination of emergency exits, seating, and electrical cables and systems in the engine and battery compartments. A vehicle that successfully passes a level 1 or 5 inspection without any critical vehicle inspection item violations may receive a CVSA decal, which is valid for up to 3 months. If out of service violations are found during an inspection, as outlined in the North American Standard out of service criteria, the vehicle is restricted from operating until all out of service violations have been properly addressed. As part of International Road Check, inspectors may also be available to answer questions about tire health and violations, and to help drivers navigate the HOS regulations in their jurisdictions. In case of inclement weather or other limiting circumstances during the 3 days of International Road Check, a jurisdiction or an inspector may opt to conduct a limited Level 2 walk around driver, vehicle inspection, or Level 3 driver credential administrative inspection instead of a Level 1 inspection. Level 2 and 3 inspections are not eligible for a CVSA decal. CVSA is a nonprofit organization comprised of local, state, provincial, territorial, and federal commercial motor vehicle safety officials and industry representatives in Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. The alliance aims to prevent commercial motor vehicle crashes, injuries, and fatalities, and believes that collaboration between government and industry improves road safety and saves lives. It's Miss.
All right, guys. So hopefully that prepares y'all for what's coming up here in the future. Looks like May 13th through 15th. February 26, 2025 is when, are the dates up top. Yeah, so May 13th through 15th. It looks like there's going to be a blitz. So hopefully you guys get your trucks ready, rocking, and rolling for these inspections. I hear, I think like 58% of people who get these randoms fail these inspections. Yeah, so be prepared, be ready. Go get that annual checkup at that Speedco or at your local dealership, wherever you can get you a DOT inspection at, just so you can be ready. And hopefully you can get that decal that, save your butt for 3 months. That's why I say every 3 months, every quarter, I go into Speedco and I get a DOT inspection. All right, so with no further ado, I always got to ask you guys, please like, share, subscribe if you like this type of content. If you're a trucker, please help a trucker out, by donating $1 for a cup of coffee. Anything helps. That subscription, that thumbs up, all that stuff is free 90 free. So please hit that thumbs up for your boy. I truly appreciate it. We're going to get to our next segment over here. What he's talking about, I'm very curious. It's very interesting what he's saying. He's saying what I want to articulate, but I don't. So we're going to get right into this scene over here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. You haven't heard a lot from me lately, but you're about to hear a lot from me today. First of all, I'd ask that you help me share this video out with every politician, local, state, federal politician, every law enforcement officer and agency in the country, every Facebook trucking group, anywhere to do with trucking that you feel can help get this word out. Because with the masses, we can get some of these things done. Now, this is going to be an open letter to the FMCSA, to the Department of Transportation. Hell, anybody that can help. Sean Duffy, I hope you're watching. I hope this makes this to you. Fellow Wisconsin guy here. Hey, next time you're in the state, let's get together and have some cheese curds and a bratwurst here and talk this out. Because over the last, well, first a little bit about me. I am more than 25 years in the trucking industry, given more than half my life to this industry that I love. Over the last 5 years, I've attempted to grow my business significantly, and I am more deeply entrenched in every aspect of trucking than I have ever been, and I am disgusted beyond belief by what's going on. Had it up to here with all of it, and I see a lot of people talking about some of the issues that are going on right now, but they stop short of saying the whole deal. And I'm just going to say it all out there today because I don't hear anybody else talking about it. And is anything going to get done? Maybe, maybe not. We have an administration now that claims to care about these things. I got no dog in that fight, so we'll see one way or another. I welcome any inquiries to have further discussions about this. Next, anybody who claims this to be racially or hatefully motivated, go find yourself a better argument. Go get yourself informed, or just don't watch. Go find something else to do in your safe space. Now, to the FMCSA. While you continue to push cathartic non-issues such as speed limiters, broker transparency, the hours of service, etc., 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 and completely ignore the real issues in trucking that are leading to the destruction of the industry that I've given most of my life to and that I love and that provides for.
Let him cook. Let him cook. He's starting off with the drama. Holy smoke, he's about to tear into him. I haven't watched this whole thing, but it sounds like he's about to tear into him, baby. Let's get back into it.
Family, as well as many other hardworking Americans. Trucking and farming are the backbone of this country. And I'm not going to sit here anymore and be nice about it and watch it destroyed. Watch it destroy my way of living. If all I can do is get the word out, then that's my place. Then that's what I will do. If I can do more, I will do more. Everybody to their abilities. But I'm damn sure going to tell the truth about it. While you continue to push these issues, these non-issues, and ignore what's really going on, the number one most important industry issue right now is foreign influence in trucking. Whether you like that or not, however that makes you feel, however you think that makes you look politically, that is the truth. And I'm going to tell you all about it today. Now, you've seen probably a lot of people talking about the English speaking, the non-English speaking portion of this. I'm not really going to go into that. Many others have talked about that in great length. We will touch on it for a second here. The issue is there is an FMCSA law in the FMCSA book that says you must be able to read, speak, and communicate in the English language in order to be a CDL holder and drive a commercial vehicle. There is a reason for that. It is public safety. So, Mr. Politician, every family that is killed in a construction zone because this person couldn't read the road sign that says all trucks must use left lane, 35 miles an hour, traffic back up ahead, stop, yield, 9% grade ahead, Colorado ring a bell, Texas, people recently killed in Texas. I find you complicit in all of that because I stood face to face with the FMCSA in Louisville, Kentucky in 2024 at the truck show. And they told me to my face that they were ordered to disregard that portion of the rules, to not enforce it, to pretend like it does not exist. That makes you complicit. You should have to explain face to face to every person that was injured or the family member of every person that was killed by somebody because they had no idea what our traffic rules are. They have no idea what our signs say. They have no idea what their bill of lading say, that they have a 45,000 pounds of corrosive or flammable materials on the back of their trailer that when they crash is going to clear 50 square miles and be an inhalation hazard. Okay, are you starting to get the seriousness of this? When we go to a shipper's window and the 3 people in front of me have to use Google Translate to tell the person at the window what they're supposed to be loading onto their trailer, do you really think they understand what it says on their paperwork? Or the safety procedures of that particular warehouse where there may be chemicals involved in an event for a chemical spill, every person has to be accounted for, and they have safety procedures. Or not to pull out of the dock until you're done so the person in the forklift in the back of your trailer doesn't get killed when you dump them out on the ground, probably break their neck. You could go on and on about these safety aspects. Others have done so. I'm going to move on to some other things. This administration claims to care about deporting violent criminals from this country, people that have overstayed visas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Why are we not talking about the white-collar crimes associated with this and the administrative crimes associated with this and the complete drain and tax on our system? We can't place the blame squarely on the shoulders of the current administration. They've been in power for several months. This goes back way far, right? So plenty of blame to go around here. But the current administration claims to care a great deal about deporting dangerous individuals, taking violent offenders and locking them up. What about the white-collar crimes associated with this? Let me explain to you how this works, right? The foreign influence in trucking. Now, this is just touching the surface. We can have further conversations about this. Somebody comes over from a company like Serbia, Moldova, Ukraine, and starts a trucking company here. Within months or a year, they have hundreds of trucks, which involves capital of way excess of several $1,000,000. You come here as an immigrant with your clothes on your back. Where does that money come from? Where do you think that money came from? Drug money? Laundered money from their home country? Now, not only do they start this company and grow it, they grow it by importing nearly 100% labor from their home country. So they bring in more work visa related people, more people on work permits, when there is Americans perfectly willing to do these jobs. And stop pushing this phony driver shortage narrative. It's never been true in the past. It's not true now. If you want conversations about that, we can have these conversations another time. Stop listening to the ATA. They do not represent truck drivers. They represent the largest of trucking companies. They do not represent truck drivers. So they should be dismissed categorically from any future conversations you have in Washington. Leave them out. Okay. Now back to what we're doing here. We flood the market with foreign labor. I've heard in excess of 800,000 non-domiciled CDLs, foreign immigrant CDLs. My personal experience from being on the road, my gut feeling is about 1 in 3 truck drivers are immigrant labor. I've heard numbers as much as 40%. I've heard that 800,000 number thrown around. Okay. Now, it has nothing to do with who they are or where they're from. It has to do with the problems that come with it. One is safety. We talked about that. Now let's talk about the white collar crimes. Okay. They bring this immigrant labor in, and then they will hire American individuals and bring them in and pay them. And they pay them employees on a 1099 rather than a W-2. So what does that mean? That means they're not paying workers' compensation. They're not paying unemployment insurance. They're not paying their side of fight.
Now, I haven't watched this whole video, and I don't want to steal the whole video. We're going to go a little bit further into it. I seen clippings of it. He was cooking up in it. He was cooking it up. It was a DIY semi. Go check him out. Go check him out for the full content. Let me guys know what you guys think in the comment section down there. if he's cooking or not, or if you disagree, agree with him. I would like to know what you guys think. Here, I'm gonna let this play just a little bit longer, and then yeah, we're gonna go from there.
Medicare, Medicaid. So let's total all that up. Just in my personal experience, when it comes time to hire a driver, unemployment, FICA, workers' compensation, you're a little bit over 20%. Now that's going to vary a little bit for each business. So just with those three issues, I'm at a 20% disadvantage in wages in hiring an employee versus what they can do. So my wage cost is 20% higher right off the bat. Now this is wages, one issue, one segment of employing somebody running a business. I'm at a 20% disadvantage right off the bat. How do I compete with that? It makes it hard for me to hire people. As a compliant trucking business in this country, American citizen, I'm at a 20% disadvantage right off the bat. And this is not anecdotal things that I'm saying here. This is the general rule of thumb of how things are done. This is not the exception to the rule. This has become the rule. And if you want to have conversations about that, let's get together and we'll point some fingers at some people, right? So they're taxing our employment services, our social services, the programs that other people pay in millions of dollars to let these people off the hook, right? So when one of their employees gets hurt, I and people like me and the people that work for me have to take up the slack to make sure that their medical bills are paid because they didn't pay any workers' compensation. When they lose their job, the rest of us have to pick up the tab for their unemployment.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all can go watch the video in its entirety. You know, everybody got their thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. Leave your comments down there, and so I can read them. Some of them I'll post them if they're interesting. But I just want to know your thoughts on that topic. I know a lot of things have been promised, but it is hard out here for a trucker. But yeah, guys, until next time, peace out.
Just rolling trucking. What's going on, man?